Think you're fresh? Start splatting and we'll see. Before you hit the crater, we'll hit you with the basics. Alright, so welcome to Splatoon 3. My name is Thannus, and today we are back in a brand new LP. I finished this game for the first time a few days ago already. Didn't take very long, but I'm glad that I can finally go ahead and start this LP up, because I have already, like I said, beaten the entire game, so it's going to be pretty easy to show you guys the ropes, I think. Alright, starting things off here in the tutorial, we got our Splattershot Junior, which means we're ready to go ahead and get things started. So we just got to aim at the balloons here. We can move the controller physically in order to aim side to side. We can also tilt our right joystick, that is, in order to aim. And then we just got to follow the trail of balloons here and get to where we're going. We can move through ink pretty easily if we go ahead and turn into a squid. Pressing Y resets the camera like it says. We can also jump with B. And it also does mention aforementioned turning function with the right stick. And we can also swim through grates as a squid. We don't want to step in enemy ink because that will harm us a little bit, and we don't want that. If we go ahead and keep heading forward and hitting these balloons. Now we just want to head up this way. Destroy those boxes since they're in our way. We got one last balloon here. And now we just need to head through these gates. Welcome to Splatoon 3. Sorry, I'm used to saying Splatoon 2. Listen up, it's going down. Ripe in the Splatlands, we are deep cut. Anarchy Splatcast, we're live. Ay! You lip sync, we drip ink. Ay, ay, ay. Ay! Oh, you got something big, man? Let's hear it. This was my story to break. The great Zapfish is gone. Basically powers the whole city. We need it back soon or it's lights out. Time to conserve. Turn off lights and set the temp to a cool 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Has not aged well considering what's going on in California right now. But we're gonna ignore that. Hey! And that's it for now. Hey! From Splatsville, that's a wrap. Catch you later. Welcome to Splatsville. This is the place to see and be seen, the hottest spot on the map. If you want to make it in this town, you gotta be your freshest. And how do you show off your extremely fresh self? Online battles. Just hit up the lobby. Seriously, if you start making waves in battles, everyone around here will know your name. Wait, what? You're new here, and I don't mean to alarm you, but that dude is seriously scoping you from the sewer. Whatever, it's fishy, but we'll get to that later. So where were we? Alright, battles. Time to sink into the ink. If you want to get right to it, check out the lobby. Or follow that weirdo down the sewer. Up to you. Go get him. Full splat ahead. We're gonna follow the weirdo into the sewer because we have no self-control. The Octarians are coming. Again! Oh, hi. Did we do this once before? The old noggin ain't what it used to be. Anyhow, the name's Cuttlefish, Senior Advisor to New Squidbeak Splatoon, at your service. That look in your eye, it's the look I've been looking for. The great zapfish that powers Splatfield has been squidnapped. It's the Octarians again. You can bet your bottom sand dollar on it. See, the great zapfish has gone missing before. Twice, in fact. And those octo jerks were behind it both times. I've been keeping an eye on them, even though I'm technically retired. And with eyes like these, there ain't much that escapes me. But they still made off with the great zapfish, and now we've got to get it back, right? So, that was a job offer, kid. The pay is 0, but you might just save the world. You're in, right? Right? Of course you are. Starting today, you are Agent 3 of the new Squidbeak Splatoon. This is your brand new hero suit. It'll help you fight the Octarians. Is there such thing as something growing in the wash? It's a little baggy on you. Funny, I don't remember ever washing it. Bah, that last Agent 3 was clean as a catfish. Now, let's go get those Octo Clowns. I'm counting on you, Buck. Oh, you've already got another agent there with you, huh? Well, I'm fresh out of hero suits, unfortunately. But it's a salty little scamp, ain't it? It'll do fine. Now, where was I? All right, let's go get those Octo Jerks. I'm counting on you, bucko. All right, and we are starting things off nice and strong. We've already reunited with Captain Cuttlefish, and now it's time to see if we can reach the Octarian base. However, before we do that, we can reminisce a little bit. Take a gander at that. It's a portrait of the new Squidbeak Splatoon's captain. Not a bad likeness, eh? The captain was Agent 3 before you were Agent 3. Agent 3, nothing complicated about it. You know about the captain, right? I knew it. The captain's a real celebrity. You know I used to be captain, right? Never mind that, but how's that likeness looking? No? Well, that's no good. How'd the captain look to your eye? Gotcha. Anything else? I think you're onto something here. Got any more details for me? Voila! How we looking? I knew the look in your eye would help me settle the look in my eye when it comes to this. Thanks, kiddo. Alright, and with that, we can go ahead and move on. I want to avoid this fuzzy ooze here, like Cuttlefish is saying. If we touch it, something bad can happen. Yep, that's right. We turn into a full-body beard. Not very keen on that. Okay, now that is one big pile of fuzzy ooze. That big old bubble on top is probably the fuzzball. I bet if you could pop that, the whole thing would, boof, disappear. But I doubt your ink will do the trick. Yeah, let's worry about that later. For now, keep looking away into the Octarian's base. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and keep moving forward. It looks like the only way we can go right now is in here. So let's head on in. Alright, and here we are. First level, Octarians in the crater. Yikes. Alright, so, moving forward here, we just want to go ahead and pop all these balloons that we see here. Pretty simple start, basically just runs us through the basics of the game. I got another balloon there that we almost missed. Anything red or orange has salmon eggs in it, and these are used as a currency of sorts, so we want to collect as many of those as possible. We move forward this way. We got another balloon right there, and then at the top of this pillar, looks like we got a crate. We can go ahead and press B to Squid Surge up there. And it looks like we are golden to keep on going. Let's go ahead and make our way over to this launch pad here. And here we are in the next area. Let's go ahead and pop this balloon here. That's technically actually not a balloon, but I digress. So, we got a few more here. We can just go ahead and keep popping those, and that'll give us access to a few more boxes we haven't broken yet. And if we go ahead and ink this right here, we can head up, and that'll give us access to this box at the top. These top platforms have a few eggs you do not want to miss, so let's go ahead and grab as many of these as possible. We can go ahead and jump across grates. If you fall into grates while you're in squid form, you will fall through them, so you want to make sure you're not doing that over an endless abyss if it's below you. We can go ahead and use small fry, and that'll help us destroy that. If we go ahead and tap up, small fry will come back to us, and then, since we can't reach this, we need to throw small fry at it anyway. and he will break it open for us and get us those eggs. Then we can go ahead and call him back and head over this way. We just want to keep heading across the way here. We got another sensor we got to shoot there. We can head through here, pop these balloons as they come towards us. Looks like we got them all. Now we can go ahead and head up here. And what we want to do is go ahead and toss Small Fry up here, and he'll pop open that box for us as well. So now we can head back to the last area we were in. And I believe, yes, we can head over here now and hit this switch as well. Looks like we got an enemy up ahead. That's an Octo Trooper. It's pretty much the most basic type of enemy in the game. We want to go ahead and outmaneuver a little bit, so we're going to head up to these platforms where we're a little bit higher up than it. Looks like, there we go. Now that we're behind it, we can go ahead and splat it, and we are good to keep moving on. Let's head across this bridge here, throw a little buddy at the Zapfish, and collect it. Alright, first level's done and easy.
Well done, Agent 3. You remind me of a young cuttlefish, heroically saving the day. Anyway, the good news is you got a Zapfish. They're a source of energy on their own. But the better news is that the great Zapfish may be up ahead.
Alright, and with that level done, we also get rewarded some salmon eggs. So now we want to head over here.
Oh, right, I plumb forgot about those fuzzy ooze. And that blasted fuzzball's just wobbling back and forth, taunting us. Is that your Small Fry buddy chirping about something? You know, that species is rumored to have a big reaction to power eggs. Anything's worth a shot, right? Try pressing R to power up your little buddy with some power eggs. If we go ahead and do that, we can throw Small Fry at it, and he will eat the ooze. Look at that, it gobbled up the ooze like it was nothing. That little monster has quite an appetite. Anyway, it cleared the path for you. Go on.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and move forward. So we got a few branching paths here. We're going to go ahead and choose this route for now. I believe this one's also worth 100, so we should still have enough for it as well. Just got to call Small Fry back. There we go, worked that time. We can open up both paths for ourselves. We're going to go ahead and head down this route first. This is going to be the second level. Sink into the ink and swim. And here we are. So we're going to go ahead and move forward here, hit to this launch pad. And for now, we just want to go ahead and, like it said, sink into the ink and swim. We can go ahead and jump across that little gap there. Pretty much this entire level, we don't need to do anything other than just swim everywhere. It's a pretty easy and simple one. If we follow the path of salmon eggs, we'll get quite a few of them, so we should be golden in that department. We just want to make sure we have enough salmon eggs to continue eating away at that fuzzy ooze that was in the way. So we head across this way now. Got a few onion rings we can hit there. Those give us more salmon eggs. Jump up this way. We got even more. Just keep following the path and you'll pretty much go the right way. There's not really... It's not that easy to really hit a wrong way in this level. Now, we could go up right there. However, we're going to keep going forward because there's even more salmon eggs we can go ahead and grab. And doing that spawns in some onion rings for us to grab. Now that we've grabbed those, we're going to want to head up and finish up the level. So, we can head up this way. Grab all these salmon eggs, take out that enemy that was guarding the Zapfish. Throw a little buddy at it, and grab it. And that's level 2 complete.
Nicely done, Agent 3. But did those Octarians look different? They used to be a little more smooth, if memory serves. Hey, I ain't one to judge a deadly tentacle creature by its cover. More power to him, but not really. Anyhow, as long as you're sporting that hero suit, you can stand up to any Octarian, bearded or not. Did you even read the label? Here, I'll do it for you. You're wearing the latest apocalyptic survival fashion. Avoid enemies and navigate the Splatlands in style with your own high-end sensor. Dry clean only. Gotta learn everything about your gear. That's another battle-tested rule of the battlefield.
Alright, and that's level 2 done. So now we're going to want to head up this way. If we head up this ramp here, we got one device we can go ahead and pop open, and that gives us a decoration, a stuffed zapfish. And decorations will be stored in things called loot anchors, so we got to look out for those. Let's go ahead and pop this fuzz open with little buddy here. And if we keep heading down, we should be able to reach the next level in due time. Yep, here we are. Got to go ahead and eat away at that with little buddy. And that, I believe, opens up the next kettle for us. Yes, it does. Let's go ahead and pop this open and head on in. Alright, and here we are. Boxes locked, keys, please. So, we just want to get as many of these boxes destroyed as possible, and one of them will give us that key there. If we head up here, we can go ahead and lock this, or unlock that box, and swim across on this ink rail. Like Cuttlefish said, if you let go, you will fall if you let go. So, we want to make sure we do not do that. Got another box right there. Just pop all the ones you can find around this little area here. We can go ahead and open that ink rail up and open that wall up as well. We head across here. We should be able to get to the top of this little spot. Get rid of these octocopters. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. And looking around here, it looks like we got a key right over here. And if we keep going over this way, I believe we have some salmon eggs. We want to go ahead and open this box because we don't really have a way across, so we want to get this ink rail turned on. And now that we have that done, we can head over here. And then, because this is too far to reach, like before, Salmon Buddy, or Little Buddy, can be thrown across, and we can go ahead and make it. Let's go ahead and turn this one on now. We can swim all the way up to the top. And that gives us access to that right there. So now, we can't really get up that way, so what we want to do is jump down and swim all the way back across. And then, we now have access to the ink rails that give us, that let us go up to the top, basically. Now we want to break open these boxes. We got another key up top here. And now that we have two keys, we can jump over here, open both of these boxes, one of which is an ink rail. And as we swim across, we can contemplate life. And then throw little buddy at the zapfish and grab it. That's level 3 done.
Keep it up, Agent 3. You're making me proud. Now, I don't want to ruffle your tentacles any further than they've already been ruffled, but those fuzzy Octarians are freaking me out. I think we ought to consider calling some backup. Let me just fire up the old communicator. Check, check. This is Cuttlefish. Over. Do you copy?
Agent 2 here. Over. Wait, Gramps, is that you? Where are you? Agent 1, this is Agent 2. Gramps has wandered off again. Over. Well, what are we waiting for, Agent 2? Let's go collect him. Roger that. Stay fresh.
Did they just hang up on me? Agents these days, am I right? So impatient. Cuddle, I found you. Dang nabbit, this whole thing is busted. Oh well. Come on, let's go.
Alright, and with level 3 done and that odd conversation out of the way, we can keep moving forward. Want to jump down here. There's an ink rail that we can use to get back up. And there's another item right over here. Got ourselves a pack of cards. These can be used in Table Turf, which is in the multiplayer side of things. So we're not going to worry about those. Now, if we jump down here, we got some more ooze in the way. We want to be even more careful because there's not as much leg room as before. We can throw little buddy at that little gap right there, and that will get it all out of the way. We can jump or swim over here, open up this kettle, and this is level number 4. What are they? Can we stop them? Alright, here we are. So now that we're in the level, we got a key. No, that's armor, sorry. Armor's just going to up our defense a little bit and keep us from being splatted a little bit longer, so it's always good to pick those up. Having armor on when you beat a level also gives you an advantage in salmon eggs. It grants you a lot more, or not a lot more, it gives you 10 extra salmon eggs when you beat a level, but they definitely add up, and it's definitely worth trying to conserve your armor when you have the chance. So now that we're moving forward, we want to keep being a little bit more covert here. Got enemies all around, and we want to make sure that they do not splat us before we splat them. So, we just want to go ahead and use these platforms to our advantage and be as stealthy as possible. We can use small fry to attack them as well. And that can also distract some of their allies, which can work very well to our benefit. We cannot swim to the top of that manually. However, we hit this, and we are now at the top. Got a checkpoint right over here, which means our progress is now saved, and we will start back there if we end up getting splatted. So, we got some more armor right here. I don't believe it gives you more of a bonus if you have higher tiers of armor, but it is still a good idea to grab them just because it'll keep you from being splatted for even longer. Got plenty of enemies around here. We want to avoid them as much as we can. Looks like we got at least one more over the corner here. Yeah, there it is. Just like Cuttlefish said, there's always at least one hiding out, it seems like. Now we can go ahead and splat this wall here, and that'll send us all the way up. And then we can use these platforms up here to splat these last few enemies in our way. Got one last here. Ooh, I got hit, but we're good. I can throw the small fry at the zapfish and grab them. That's level 4 done.
You're on a roll. Nicely done, Agent 3. That ought to be the last kettle, but do you see anything else that looks fishy around here?
Interesting. So we're already done with the kettles, but we still don't really seem to have the full picture here. I wonder. Let's try targeting this larger fuzzball.
Incoming! Something's headed this way fast!
Yeah, I finally found you, Cuttlefish. My Octarian troops have gone missing, and I know you're behind it.
Larry blows, it's DJ Octavio. Up to your old tricks, eh? Give the great Zapfish back. Agent 3, this dirty DJ is the headliner of the Octarian army. Take him out.
Quit spewing nonsense and listen up. I'm about to drop my latest hit. Right on your smug little face.
Octobot King L3.GS. This is the first boss of Splatoon 3, and final boss? Question mark? So, to face him, it's not very different from our last encounter with him in the previous game. We just gotta hit the gauntlets when he fires them at us, and that'll deal him some serious damage. Now, he's gonna do this a few times, so we want to be very careful not to get hit, and just be a little bit more proactive than him. And if we ink more of this arena for ourselves, that'll give us a little bit of an advantage. He's going to move over to the next platform, so we got to pay close attention to him. And now he's using a drill punch, which means we cannot hit it out of the air, and we just want to dodge out of the way, then start hitting it, and that'll send it flying back to him. Alright, he's going to go for another one in a second. Let's go ahead and... Oh, wait, nope, that's a normal one. There we go. Sometimes he tricks you out like that, and then we can start splatting him directly.
Think my baits suck, eh? Then you'll love this.
And he's now vacuuming away all of our ink. Which means we now have to re-ink the surface, and he's also going to start causing some problems with us in terms of attacking this. So what we want to do is throw small fry at him, and that'll clog up his vacuum. We didn't have a chance to send his hand flying back at him, but it does give us the chance to do it now. So now his vacuum's clogged, we can go ahead and attack him as usual. Alright, he's going to send a flying punch at us, so we want to hit that as well. There we go. And Small Fry is also launched back up, so we got to make sure that we throw it back in him if he does the vacuum again. Looks like he's heading across the way there, so not to the directly next platform. He's throwing his... He's doing a vacuum punch again, but now that we have Small Fry, we can go ahead and clog that right up. All right. He's going to send a drill punch now. We're going to make sure that hits us out of the way, and we're going to send it flying back. And here he is again. Go ahead and splat him. And we get Small Fry back.
Ugh, now you've made me mad.
All right, and we're on the final phase. He's going to send some hands at us now. We want to make sure we get those hit as well. And those send a shockwave at us, so we got to be very careful here. He's also going to continue doing the vacuum thing, so we got to be very careful of that. Send Small Fry at him, and we can go ahead and get that handled no problem. After the punch lands, we can't really splat it anymore, so we do got to be careful of that. Also, if we get hit too much, we can get kind of locked up to where we slow down with our movement. All right, looks like he's ejected Small Fry, so we got to throw him at him again next time we get the chance. Hopefully he starts going this time. Oh, that was a mistake. And I'm splatted. However, we're going to start at the checkpoint because we did get saved in the third phase. So we should be all good. Throw Small Fry at him again. Sorry, I'm bad at speaking. Got low ink, so we need a recharge. And we can do the same thing with those slaps as we did with the fists. He's going to come... maybe he's not going to send Small Fry back just yet. Let's move out of the way and send this drill punch flying back at him. Now that we have Small Fry again, we do want to make sure that we have a chance to send him flying back into the vacuum. He's landing directly across from us again. All right. So it looks like he's not doing the vacuum thing just yet, so we're going to send that flying back at him. And he should do it with this next attack now. Oh, he's going to... Yep. All right, we didn't get much of a chance to send it back at him this time. However, we can do it this time. So let's just go ahead and send it back. There we go, and he's able to be splatted directly again.
Every time, so sad. Ugh, no fair. Your gear is way too strong.
You put on a weak show, Octavio. Your set list is getting old. Or maybe it's just you. Seriously, that was too easy. It's like you weren't even using the great Zapfish's power.
Mute it, fool. I didn't steal the Zapfish this time.
What? You didn't? But if it wasn't you, then who was it? What the what? Ah, fuzzy ooze! Agent 3, help me!